Action.
Hello everybody, how are you? This is Brett Jolly along with Toni Trower. We are here for our video segment, People Like Us. And what we do is we actually combine the community, in other words, to unite so that we can know more about each other and therefore find out more about ourselves. Alright, that's where we are today. We have a very special feature. This lady I've worked with for a long time, you know, and she's great. I love her hair. We are here with Pamela, as a matter of fact, producer, songwriter, promoter,
Yes.
all kinds of stuff. Pamela Renee, please.
Hello everybody. Hello.
Okay, Pamela, for those things that I have not mentioned, please explain to them what you actually do and things you have done.
Everything I've done, oh God, y'all, it's hard to explain because Pamela has done so much. I can start from the root on up to today.
Well, how about tell us how you got started singing?
I've been singing since I was 5 years old. How I got started I was in the church. You know, everybody started in church. I was in the church. It's Greater St. Matthew Baptist Church. I started there. I made my first little cake and I sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh my goodness.
But from then, you know, I was always in the choir. My grandfather was a preacher. I mean, he was a deacon. My cousin was a preacher. We had our own church.
Okay.
So I always was singing in church, or somebody's church, until we grew up on 56th Street. Everybody sang. Everybody was a singer. It was the Motown sound.
Oh yeah.
Before it was the sound of Philadelphia. So everybody, it was doo-wop. So everybody was singing, and my father was a musician. He was a bass player. So everybody come to our house to sing. So our little girl I want to get on the mic. They told me I had to grow up to get on the mic. So I waited. But I was singing Aretha Franklin and Gladys Knight and Diana Ross, and we got Teenagers Stopping in the Name of Love. We made all kinds of steps and stuff.
I do remember those days. I do.
Yeah. But that was the early years.
So how did you get into the promoting aspect of your life?
To be honest with you, I always was a promoter. From a kid, I was always promoting a show, a talent show. It's in you, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I was always getting everybody together to sing. Let's do a group, you know. And it was always, to me, always about everybody else. And it was like, Pam, you sing. I would sing. I sang one time at a show, and I wrote on the floor like Patti LaBelle. And it was like, oh my God. And the bouncers came to get me like, you know, so I was, you know, in my 20s. But, you know, I did my first singing going to Hollywood Palace, you know, but I wasn't old enough. I was hanging out with them girls, they were older than me. And a lot of them, even now, Monica Thornton, Sharon Wilson, all of them, they would take me, she passed away, Tina Richardson. Tina Richardson was always hanging out with the Delphonics, and they would take me, you know. And one time they did a show, Fat Larry Band. I had to stay outside because I wasn't old enough to get in. So, you know, but in 19, they used to take me because I had a car at 19. So everybody needed a ride.
Right.
But I still had to sit outside and wait, you know, because I wasn't old enough.
So you went from like Motown and all of that good music. How did you end up becoming a blues singer?
Ask him. Ask him. Because when I was younger, I used to do Soul Patrol, the Right On magazine. I'm telling you, music was just me, just music. And then years later, I was freelancing. And when I was freelancing, nobody, even in gospel, because I was a gospel singer, nobody could play my note. Nobody could play my song. It was always the high-pitched girls, and they got all the gigs. But me, you know, and it's still almost like that today, you know. Blues is like, you know, last thing on the toilet bowl.
Oh, man.
But I met Toni Washington, and I met Toni Washington, Brett Jolly.
Okay.
And before Toni Washington, actually I was going to the Clef Club, and I was singing jazz, and they were like, "Where she come from?" You know. But I would take a jazz song and make it me. Because I could never remember words, so I would go to Clef Club and I would just go to the jazz place. She laughing. What are you laughing? I couldn't remember words. So
That's true, though.
it's somebody good night.
There you go.
I never sang that song yet.
I know.
Brett had to sing that song for me.
And to give you guys a story, this is an inside joke. Basically, it's a song called Moon Dance by Van Morrison.
Moon Dance, yeah.
And I told Pamela, this would be a great song for Pamela to sing. So she said, I'm going to sing it. I said, no problem. So we waited 1 week. She didn't know it. We waited 2 weeks. She didn't know it. Okay. So we waited 3 weeks. And finally, she didn't know it.
I did a little bit, but you finished it.
I did the whole thing.
I was trying to hum something, then somebody got mad, like, sing that song right, because they,
She got mad at me because I sang the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And then every time we would go out, he would do Moon Dance.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing my song?
Well, now people expect Moon Dance from him now. So now
See, I gave
now
you
he's
a
got
song.
to now he's got to sing the song.
I'm going to learn that Moon Dance.
You know, Brett is always good for saying, "Hey, maybe you should learn a song." He's good for that, isn't he? Though.
Yeah,
Like
but
that's like.
I'm not good. Look, the songs that I sing, they don't have a lot of words to
Oh
it.
my God.
Blues is almost like
You can
gospel.
make them up though.
Yeah.
Blues, you can make up
You
the
make
words.
and
There's a song I wanted her to sing, and it's only two lines.
I know what song.
Only
that
two
is.
lines in it. I would handle most of it.
I know
And
what
to
song is
this,
it?
that's
You know.
Ray Charles, Hit the Road Jack.
Remember that one?
What is the word?
See, that's what I see. How long ago did I ask you this? What? About 2-3 years?
That was been since I've been around. He wanted you to do Hit the Road Jack, and it never happened.
It never happened. I want you to do it.
I know, because one day he's like, I said, well, what's the word? Look, let me get my phone. He said, never mind, we ain't going to do it. I could have used my phone.
Okay.
I know that's tacky.
That's a little tacky. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But one thing I will tell you is that she actually does very well with just about most tunes. A lot of times she would come up. We had something we were doing at the D Cafe, and she would always come up with a different tune, like just about each week.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get her to do the ones that I wanted her to do. But she would come up with her own, and I'm like, if she can do this, why can't she? It's 2 lines.
It's always been like I just learned a song today about it should have been me. It should have been me.
Mm-hmm.
This lady, old man is married somebody else.
Yep.
And I got that part packed down. And I've just been singing before y'all came. I've been there rehearsing this song. I'm ready to sing that song by these Thursday.
Well, it's interesting. I will say this much. We only had one problem with one song when it came that you would sing. And I remember to this day. But it's one of the
Other
songs.
than Moon Dance?
Other than Moon Dance.
Oh.
And you knew the words. We didn't know the music.
What was that?
It's a song by the Fifth Dimension, One Less Bell to Answer.
Oh, nobody can play that.
Nobody can play. But
I had to do that on a track.
Yeah.
Nobody can, because there's a lot of changes in it.
There's a lot of changes in it.
So,
And that's a good one too.
but it's a
That's a
good
good one.
song.
I played
And
behind
I'll kill
Billy Davis and Marilyn McCool. I actually played behind them, but we didn't do that song. We did Aquarius, which is actually my favorite. But yeah, but that's a great tune.
But I'm gonna tell you something. This is the secret. We never rehearse.
Well,
That's partly a secret. I think everybody knows. Everybody knows there's never a
We
rehearsal.
never rehearse.
Depending how it turns out, some people say like, I know you didn't rehearse.
I'm saying that everything we do is great, but imagine if we rehearse.
Well, that is true. That is true. But you know what? I consider you guys true professionals when you can just get up there and just, learn a song at home and sing it with the
Because
band.
I got an
True
ear and he got an
professional.
ear, and you got a band that got ear, but because sometimes I say, hey y'all, why don't y'all try this? They'll go ahead, and then somebody, man, don't do that song, don't do that song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, darn, I'm rehearsed, but that's a blessing because I could go anywhere and sing with any band.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You do a great job of it.
Professional.
Yeah, I could.
So what is the difference then between music when we started out and the way music is now? in your assessment? Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? Has it stayed the same?
When we started out, Brett, we were basically the only open mic. It may have been maybe 2 or 3. I'll tell you what the difference is now. We started doing spotlights. Okay, we did remember we did a Napoleon what's his name we did Pete Rudd. Remember?
Yeah, Cedric Napoleon.
We did Cedric Napoleon, Herb Smith,
Mike Tyler.
Mike Tyler. We started doing that in
7165.
7165.
That's right.
But I was in between 71 because I was in between the blues and the jazz. So I was with Toni Washington, and I was going all around. And those blues joints were nice, packed, but they was smoking. And it was like, and then they did early shows like 2 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm up at 2 o'clock, like out here. I'm like half asleep, and I wait for my turn to go. You know, like this blues stuff. These people party. You know what I mean? But in between, basically, they were my band, you know, and then the blues guys, they didn't even know my song, because even one day we were doing, we were at Treasures, we had a blues jam at Treasures, and I asked him, so y'all know Dr. Feelgood? He said, no. I said, do y'all know Summertime? They said, no. I said, do you know Mary Had a Little Lamb?
No. Did you know it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But then I asked him, Etta James. Etta James had a song she sang. It was like a fairy tale. They knew that one.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, you know, everywhere I go, nobody can play my notes. I gotta look around for, you know. So these guys, the Grand Slam Jam mastered my music. They mastered my song. They mastered my voice.
Right.
So, you know, that's what, like, you know, we even have a problem, like, they don't play jazz. They do play jazz. Billy Paul is jazz. Phyllis Hyman is jazz. What's the other one to sing? Mostly Philly sound, Lou Ross, they were jazz.
Right, right.
You know, Alfie Pollard, they play jazz. So that's what, if you learn the Philly sound in the beginning, and they even had some gospel in there, you know, so gospel and jazz, you know.
So what would you, like, if you could, somebody wants to become a singer, or somebody feels like they might have some talent, what advice would you give to, like, a young person or a person that, you know, wants to try and fulfill their dream, like, and they want to be a singer? What would be, like, the first step that you would tell them?
Do they have to be young?
No, they don't. They don't have to be young.
Because it's a lot of, like...
Just what would your first piece of advice would you give them to do to get themselves out there and seen and heard?
Look, first of all, you have to be consistent.
Okay.
And you have to have a vision. I'm a visualist. Everything I do, I've seen it in front of me, and I move towards it, even if it don't work. But it do sometimes. Most times it works, and sometimes there's a lot of bumps. A lot of people give up on the lumps and the bumps. A lot of people were used and abused and got in the wrong crowd, made the wrong people, and they never made it, or they've made it and they're not making it no more. You know what I mean? Getting in the wrong crowd.
Right. Okay.
But if I gave advice, my advice would be to be consistent and determined and really find out where. See, my problem was, where do you fit in? You know what I mean? Not many places. I do my own thing. It works better. I can't work with a lot of people. I have to have a let's say I don't know the word to say. I have to have a group of people that I'm a leadership and they follow, kind of like than me. I'm not a follower.
Well, you paved your own road, basically.
I had to.
Instead of, like, you know, trying to fit in, you have to carve your own way,
right?
And become your own who you are.
Because it was a challenge with, especially women singers.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm not. I don't go out to sing, over sing. I go sing because I like to sing. So somebody might say, "Oh, you trying to out?" No, I ain't trying to outdo nobody. I'm just doing it. Come on, let's have some fun. Let's sing. You know. So I had a lot of challenges with people. Like, oh no, even in the promotion, I'm not competing. Don't nobody do what I do. We all promote, but we promote different.
Right.
You know, your TV show is different. Her show is different. Everybody's different. And I like to just incorporate everybody to come together.
Right.
My whole key is love, come together. And while they come together, I'm getting like,
it should be that. It should be that.
No,
way.
but it is. You have had like tried to do the right thing, and some stuff ended up backfiring on you. I have been there for it. You know.
I got a question. So, blues and jazz. We all know that this is Philadelphia, and like a lot of the jazz stations are now gone. The radio stations. I'm not sure how many.
they're on the
stations
internet now.
Okay, so if they're on the internet now and the jazz and blues stations are no longer around, I'm not even sure if the gospel stations are around. But what, as a promoter, what do you think needs to be done to get them to being popular again? I'm sure people would love to hear them, but they probably don't even know where to go to find out.
Well, I'm on the board of with the Blues Society, the New Blues Society, and we're working on bringing it. Philly is not a blues town. They're jazz. He's like, what's it? If you sing jazz, you sing blues. You sing blues, you're gonna sing a blues. Whatever way. I mean, I don't think they know the difference. But jazz is jazz. They got smooth jazz. Some people don't like smooth jazz. They want that old time jazz. The jazz standards and the classics.
Yes.
I don't sing standards and classics, but I sing jazz.
Right.
I can, I'll be like this. Oh, okay. All right.
I think it's like more like I think when you turn a song into a jazz song, I think they call it? Isn't that like considered contemporary jazz?
It makes sense. But that's what I like. I mean, back when I was younger, I was a Steve Arrington. He played jazz, and I like that kind of. Even Earth, Wind, and Fire had a jazzy. Jazz is just really the main thing of it all. Even when you come to
well, it's like the
hip-hop.
foundation of music.
The foundation, yeah.
Well, see, one thing I don't understand, or maybe you can help me out with this. When jazz, I know when they used to have the smooth jazz stations, all of a sudden, I was trying to figure out, well, maybe they're playing smooth jazz, but they would play Luther Vandross, they would play Marvin Gaye, and then they would say, it's smooth jazz. Now maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember them being smooth jazz.
Well, I'm guilty of that on my radio station.
Okay.
Philly Live Radio is supposed to be blues station.
All right.
And sometimes I have to. No, it's some songs that. Well, Luther and them, they ballads. They're ballads and kind of poppy. But,
Sure.
And I don't think people, when you really start studying what jazz is, and you start listening to the radios, some of that stuff that you listen to is jazz, is blues. Al Green is blues. James Brown is blues. If you look at some of his videos, he's with what's the guy to say The Thrill Is Gone? He's with him and B.B. King and
the blues.
Yeah, they all come together, and I'll tell you, they stick together. You go down south. I could go down south and become a star. Here, I'm an enemy. I'm a victim. I'm about ready to go down south.
Well, you play a lot. I mean, you're performing.
It looks so happy and good, don't it?
Yes, it does. So, as a matter of fact, I want you to tell people where you're going, but you are doing a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot.
So then you're a star.
Did I say if I go down south,
Yes.
I would be a star?
Exactly.
I'm here promoting everybody else.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm promoting John, Joe, Jack, down. Pamela Renee sings. Pamela Renee got a voice.
But Pamela Renee is also a promoter.
I didn't plan on being a promoter. I don't even know that happened.
So what's the tell everybody how they can find your radio station?
Oh, I'm on the internet. Well, PhillyLiveRadio.com.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on every Monday, 8 to 10. Now, I got a nice gentleman on there. His name is Smiley. And Smiley right now is, he just got a kidney. He's not. Smiley, I can't wait to get the station because Smiley makes me happy. And he got a smile that just stays on his face. But he's in there, and Smiley used to do engineering and radio and stuff back in the day. And when we come together, it's just like making music. So I'm in there by myself. If you listen to my show next couple weeks, until Smiley comes back. You know, and he's doing good and everything. But I'm on PhillyLiveRadio.com, and then we have an app on your phone. You can go on your phone, put Philly Live Radio on your phone.
And download the app?
Download the
Okay.
app, and it come right on. You can listen to it all day and all night. But my show is 8 to 10.
And that's on what day?
Every Monday night.
Okay. Now you're also performing at different places. Okay. Please hit us with that.
Well, my girl picked me up in York, PA. Carmen Bryant. She just fussed at me. She says, "You need to get out there. You out there promoting everybody else. You gotta sing. You gotta sing. You got a voice." So I sang with Carmen before I opened up for that the very white guy. You always there. And
Aaron, isn't it Aaron?
I forgot Javon.
Aaron, I think.
That very it's two very white guys.
One is really good.
The good one.
He is good.
Let me
man.
stop. They're both good.
I thought that one I was with was good, but
Well, I think that might be the same
That's
one.
the one we're talking about.
oh yeah,
He was
good.
great.
Yeah.
He was great.
Because we went to the show.
Yeah, and then I went back again.
Okay.
I did a blues show with her. Then I went back again, and I'm getting ready to go back July 27th, and she's doing a blues show.
Okay.
So
that's July 27th. Where?
That's in York, PA. Don't ask me where. I know.
Just go to York, PA, just drive around.
If you go to her,
Go to York, drive around.
You always promote everything on your Facebook page, right? So what is it's Pamela Renee Smith.
Okay. I promote on Pamela Renee Smith. And I promote on the Sound of Philadelphia Legends.
That's right.
Then I have a page called Pamela Renee Keep It Live Entertainment Live. Then I have a page called Pamela Renee Funk and Blues and Soul.
Okay.
So y'all got
any one of those? Cause
All those pages. She should have her own book.
Well, actually, I would like to. I did a little book. I've been putting together all the musicians, like their stories, and I take them off of Google and I download them and I got a little book inside. I guess, but I should have brought it out so you can see. I did a little book on Steve Green. He was getting an award yesterday, but my vision right now is to have an online museum of the artists. It's going to cost me $6,000 to do it. So I need help if I'm going to do it. Because it's going to be, that $6,000 is going to make it a lifetime where people can go on. Just like if I put Brett Jolly on there, everything is going to be legal. Everything of Brett Jolly is going to come up. Right?
Yes.
So, and then if you're selling something, that's coming up.
Okay, like memorabilia or something.
Right, everybody get a percentage.
That's a good thing.
But yeah, it's a good thing. But here, can we come together like that in Philadelphia?
Well, that's the whole. That's one of the reasons why this video is being done. We're trying to unite all people, especially in the communities where we may not be the upper echelon. But what it is that we want to make sure everybody knows about everybody who's here, the Pamela Renees, everybody else who we interview, because in getting to know them, we learn more about us.
Sure.
And that's what we're trying to do. That's why we're really thankful that you were able to do this today. And it's about time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want Pamela, before we leave, or before we hang up the phone, I know that you have a couple of steady places that you're at every week. Can you tell the people where you're at?
I'm at the new Crab Tavern.
New.
Yeah, it's new. It is a new crab. It's a new owner. I'm there every Wednesday night from 8 to 12. I'm at Treasures on Thursday night from 6 to 10. Now they do two different things, and I want y'all to know I have a vision of this thing called Vocal Live.
Okay, explain that.
Okay. You want to explain Vocal Live?
No, just tell us. Tell us
what it is.
I'll tell you what it is. Vocal Live is a combination of a DJ, a band, and a sound man. And something that we have to learn how to do is to bring our own sound. Toni knows. She got her own sound, right, Toni?
Yeah.
And I had to call Toni when I should have my own sound. But I'm just saying, like, we got a gig coming up the 29th of July, June, this month. And they don't have sound. We should have our own sound. But Vocal Live is where you can focus your sound. It's a Vocal Live machine. And most DJs don't want to invest in that. They go, I got it. Well, we got it where now the DJs can take the voice out, and if a person knows the song,
Right.
even we can eliminate karaoke, and you can look at your phone, he can take the voice out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because you still got to look at the screen.
Yes.
You know, we could do all kinds of things to save a lot of money. We could put everybody out of business. They once put us out of business. Wasn't no groups hopping. Wasn't no bands popping, right? So when Brett and them come along, hey, bring the groups in. They used to get mad. Oh, we gotta play for them groups. We ain't get paid for that. But the group.
She's telling all the secrets.
I'm telling you, look, this is an interview. You want me to tell the truth? But Vocal Live, when you get the right instrument and sound. Now I'm gonna tell you an example. When a guitar, you got a guitar. You got the little box. Some people got the foot thing. Do you have a foot thing?
I got sneakers.
But they got
No, he doesn't use the pedal.
He don't use the pedal.
No.
Well,
the lead guitarist, I think, mostly uses the
Okay, that's part of Vocal Live. If who had somebody else had one? Park. What's his name? Brian Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of Vocal Live.
Okay.
He's setting his stuff to do the right thing, to make the right sounds for the right song.
Right.
So now you can get a job in a casino with your one stand, your one thing, your Vocal Live, and your mic, and you'll sound like a studio. So Vocal Live is sounding like a studio just in a small place.
I've seen Brian do that before, and
Yeah.
he sounds fabulous.
He sounds good. I wish he would come. He's with Kenny Jackson. I wish he would. Kenny Jackson's great. They got a great. Kenny Jackson don't even beat him like before. You know, some people don't even. You got
both
great,
of them sing, so I know they sound great
but
together.
they've been singing together, and I was so glad to see that he come back. I hope he come back again. But they sound good together. If you ain't got no singers, they don't do a song. You know, because sometimes in the open mic, you ain't got that many singers. And I'm like, Pamela Renee ain't singing all night. One song, and I want y'all to come see me. You know.
See, this has been good, and I'm glad we were able to get this hooked up.
Yeah, thank you, Pam.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want you guys to understand, you know, this, like we said earlier, this is an attempt to bring everybody closer together, unite, because believe it or not, we're all in the same category. And the thing about it is, once we start to support each other, we also get more support for ourselves. All right, and that's really important. So, we'd like to say today, we want to thank Pamela Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Toni.
Thank you,
my name is
Toni.
Brett Jolly. We had a great time today, and she's awesome. And yeah, and we'll talk to you because my phone's going on. We'll say thank you so much. This is People Like Us, and we'll talk to you soon.
People like us.